Cuba, it's me. Welcome to episode 319 of The Willu Show, which stands for Wrestling is Life. Life is Wrestling. Now, today is part 13 of my Ontario promotion spotlight. I'm going through every wrestling promotion that's currently active in Ontario in alphabetical order to the best of my ability. Today I didn't do Courage Pro Wrestling, and I didn't see that they had any upcoming events this year, so I'm not sure if they're still performing. So I'm going to try and find out, and if they are doing more events, then I will do an episode of them in a day or two. So that skips me to Crossbody Pro Wrestling. Now, Crossbody Pro Wrestling is an academy. It's a wrestling school. That's how they started out. They've done some really good things. They're located in Kitchener, based out of Kitchener, Ontario. About a year or so ago, they moved into a new facility, which is just wonderful on Agnes Street there. They started out in some other gym. I'm not sure entirely the details. And remember, on these videos, I don't know everything. I might not be 100% right. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. And so they started off as a wrestling school. I'm not sure exactly. I'm pretty sure Ben Ortmans is the one that runs it. I know Chris Tidwell is very heavily involved as well. But on any of the stuff, they didn't have a website that I saw, but they have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They have a huge YouTube channel. But I didn't see any confirmation as who actually owns it. But I know from personally talking to Ben, he's heavily involved in it, and I'm pretty sure he's the main man there. So they've trained some really great talent. I've wrestled some of the people from their school, and they've done a phenomenal job bringing new guys into the business with, not only do they have great attitudes, they're willing to learn, they're trained the right way, and they like to help out with the ring and whatnot. And they bring some new guys in the business who I think have a lot of potential, and I have nothing bad to say about any of them. And plus, a lot of wrestlers that have already been wrestling a while have gone there and honed their craft and gotten better than they were before. I know for a fact Mr. Atlantis has really gotten way better since he started going there. And they just have so much great talent. And so in 2016, they decided to start running shows. And they've been very successful. They did 2 shows, I believe, in 2016. I'm going by Cage Match, which is not always correct. I've seen some stuff on there. Because it's just easier, because all the results are like right there. Boom, you can click them and everything else. But I believe their first show was October 2016. Now, they do have 3 championships in the crossbody. They have the crossbody pro wrestling champion, who is currently Psycho Mike. And then the tag team champions, who I'm a big fan of, the Riot Makers, Holden Albright and Mark Wheeler. And Cage Match says the blue ribbon champion is Stratosphere, but if you click on their upcoming event, it says Alessandro Del Bruno is defending against Stratosphere. So I'm going to have to go with the more current. I believe Alessandro Del Bruno is their champion. And like I said, they have Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. The Facebook page is very active, very up to date. They have a lot of stuff on there, and it's very easily accessible. It tells you everything you need to know about upcoming events, about the wrestling school, anything they're doing. And they're also big supporters of a lot of other companies in Ontario. So their YouTube channel has done really well for themselves. They have 67 episodes. I believe they drop a new episode every Sunday. And they already have 524 subscribers from the last count that I was able to see. And some of their videos have like 2,000 views at least, if not more. They got some real gems on there, and there's some great matches. So check it out if you have a chance. And not only do they teach people at their wrestling school and run shows, they sometimes bring in guests for seminars. They've had some really great ones over the years. I know Scott and Ward did one. I believe Michael Elgin did one. There's a couple other, I'm sorry, I can't remember. But they've been doing some really great seminars and having some great guys come in. And they've making moves in the community. They did something with, I'm not entirely sure, I believe it's Powerbomb TV that they linked up with. And I know, like, as far as advertising goes, they actually have an ad at one of the local movie theaters for one of their upcoming events. And plus, they've got posters up in Hot Topic. If anybody doesn't know, Hot Topic is really famous for being a store that sells not just wrestling merchandise, but the wrestling fans know them. That's where you can go to get all your wrestling merchandise. And they've provided Crossbody with a place to hang their poster. They have filmed some episodes for Rogers TV as well, which have done really well. And so and that's, I don't know if that's separate from the YouTube or that's something that just on Rogers. I think they put full events on Rogers where Crossbody's weekly episodes, I can't remember what they call it, is just one match every week. So they do have an upcoming event in February 17th, 2018. It's Family Day Feud 2, and that's on a Saturday, and it's at 69 Agnes Street, Kitchener, Ontario. It starts at 7 p.m. Some of the matches that you can see, their champion, Psycho Mike, an incredible athlete, a tremendous wrestler. He will be defending against Cody Deaner in what is a rematch. And their first match was just, everybody talked about this match. It was just incredible. Not only was it funny and entertaining, but it's just amazing work in the ring. So this one is sure to not disappoint. You will not be asking for a refund after seeing this match. And then it says Alessandro Bruno will be defending his Blue Ribbon Championship versus Stratosphere. And I apologize, I'm not sure exactly what the Blue Ribbon Championship represents. I know like their main title is the Crossbody Champion Psycho Mike, so I'm assuming it's just like their secondary title, kind of like maybe like the Intercontinental or something like that. But I'm sure some of the viewers, that's why I always love the viewers come through and fill me in and help me get my facts right so I can learn more about the products that I'm speaking on. And then their champions, the Riot Makers, will be taking on Jake O'Reilly and Travis McCabe. And what is sure to be an incredible contest. A lot of people are excited to see this one. Gabriel Fierza, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, I apologize, versus Kobe Durst. And that's just going to be incredible. And there's four-way women's match action. We got Casey Spinelli, Alexandra Bale, Jody Threat, and Crystal Moon in action. So that'll be good. And I imagine eventually they'll probably have a women's title because they've had some great women's action over the years there. And then Randy Rain will face Lionel Knight. And also there's a special challenge to the Dirty Vets. I'm a huge fan of the Dirty Vets. Those are two guys I would love to interview on the Willow Show. I guess in their last match, this guy, Mr. Hamill, I don't know if I'm saying that right, came out and he was playing with his watch and said their time is up. So he has a special team that he is going to bring out to challenge the Dirty Vets. So make sure you get out there and support them. They're doing great things. I've talked to a couple people that have been to their shows, and I've heard only great things about them, and you're going to get some good action for your money. So check it out. All their events are on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm assuming Instagram. I personally don't have Instagram. And then if you want to get caught up on the action, like I said, check out the YouTube channel. It's some really great content there. But also, I'm sure there's stuff I left out. I'm sure there's stuff that I was wrong about. So make sure you tell me what you know. And I also want to know what you think. Have you ever gone to a crossbody show? What did you think? Have you ever performed for the company? Have you ever trained there? And let us know what you think. What do you like and dislike about the company? And always on the Willow Show, make sure as well that you like or you get a leg drop, you comment or you get a clothesline, you subscribe or you get a suplex. I'm your host, Elian Habanero. I love wrestling. Cuba.